Okay, my couture crafters, let's see what we got here. Today we are working on a Halloween envelope mini album. The pattern, the original pattern, is by Rosa Kelly. And I'm tweaking the pattern just a little bit to meet my needs. I'm in a swap of hers, and I looked at it and I thought, I wonder what would happen if instead of it being an envelope, it was a kind of a box or an envelope that opened in the back. Not 100% sure, but that's my thought and that's my idea. And I feel like the point of being in a swap is to really put your own spin on whatever it is you're doing, show your personality. So that's what I call myself doing. Now, is it going to work? I don't know. But let's see. Let's play. This is a prototype, so this is how I work. And I think that watching somebody think and watching somebody work through something sometimes will give you some ideas and inspire you to do things that you might not have thought to do. Or maybe you're screaming at the screen saying, Mac, don't do it that way. Don't do it that way. Fix it. You know, we'll see. So this is the first test that I'm doing. Look at the way that I'm notching this. This doesn't even make sense. I'm rusty. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've done some strange things while creating lately, but we will fix it. We'll fix it. So here again, prototype. This is going in the trash can after I finish. Not a big deal. So this is an envelope, so it accordions out on the sides. So here I'm fiddling with my glue, my art glitter glue, the love of my life. And I'm putting glue on the notched side and just adhering it. The way this is designed, it lines up really nicely. I am pleased. I didn't have any overhang over the top. So here we are. And this is the envelope, but when you puff it up a little bit, it kind of makes a little box, sort of. And her pattern uses 4 of those envelopes. So we will see if stacking 4 of my envelopes or envelope box little fusion will work. So right there, I am scoring at 1.5 inches so that I get those score marks. Now I'm notching at a diagonal angle through the score marks, and now we're folding on all of them. Folding, folding, folding. And then we're notching again. Again, not genius, not genius. There's an easier way. Again, rusty. So we're going to just cut that part away there. I don't need it. That's excess. Cutting that part away. Using my Tim Holtz Tonic scissors. Love those scissors. I should be using the larger ones, but I don't know. I just grabbed those instead. Whatever. Folding it toward itself, folding it on itself. Same thing, folding it on itself, then back onto itself. Same thing on the other side. Fold toward itself, then back on itself. And you get that accordion. So initially, I do 2 just to see what it's going to look like with the way that she joins them. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not. So I did 2. So here I am joining it up. Again, glue on the notched side, taping it onto the straight side, and smoothing it out. So I'm liking the way these are coming out. They're cute. And my idea is to make it kind of drawers, not kind of drawers, actual drawers. I'm doing drawers to see if I can turn this into like a little Victorian dresser album. It's still her design. It's literally 2 extra score marks. So the way that she joins her stuff is she uses a 2 by 6.5 inch strip, or hinge. You'd call it a hinge. And that 1/2 inch is where I'm most concerned. Should I really be doing a half an inch between something that's already it's already puffed out? And the object of an envelope mini album is to stack it with stuff. You know, you stuff stuff for the person who's getting it. And I wanted to be able to really put stuff in there. So I figured a drawer was better than just sticking it in there and then stuff be flying out and all that kind of stuff. I couldn't figure out a cuter way to do it. So this was my take on it. But that half inch, I'm playing with it, I'm looking at it, and I don't love it. I like the way that it opens, but I just don't love the way that it looks. Because what you guys aren't seeing is that from the side, this box is coming down towards me. And that means I'd have to put a half inch worth of decoration on the inside, and that's not my plan. So here I'm working on the drawer. This is how you guys make a drawer. I don't suggest you cut it the way I do initially, but this is how you do it. So I'm notching the side, right? Not smart. Not smart. Notching the side. I should have notched the side on the same side. I'm turning and notching, and I should have just been notching on the same side. And so my issue with that is, look at the way that it lines up. So that side piece has one that's going in front and one that's going behind it, and it just looks funny. It just looks funny. Don't worry, I figured it out. Again, rusty. It's been a while. So I'm gluing these tabs, and it will come together and be a drawer, but I just don't like the way it looks on the side. It's not as clean as it could be. So there we are. There's a little drawer just like that. Didn't that come together quickly? What? It's not fitting. I needed to shave 1/8 off of each side. So I did it. And it worked. And it's okay. And yes, I realized it was going to go another way. I was just checking the height. So let's do it again. And here I'm notching on the same side. You see? Same side. Notching. Notching. And then you just cut a little angle off. Cut a little angle off. And voila. Much better. It really is this simple to do things, guys. If you wanted a box top for this, cut it 1/8 inch larger, and then you'll have a box that goes on top. What? Is it that easy? It really is. Because I believe that all mini albums need to go in a box, I'm going to have to design my own box. And so I think I'm going to tape how to make a chipboard box. What? Does it fit? It does fit. Love that. Love it. It fits. I don't love that though. You guys see that gusset? It's just weird. Do you guys remember I told you to put a little wax on your paper to make it slide more easily? I will be waxing my drawers for sure. Okay, watch how I cut this time. I think I got it here. There it is. That makes sense. All better. Now she's cooking with gas. So I figured, I was just testing it with 2. Again, this is a prototype, and I thought, nah, let me build the whole album, especially since it doesn't take forever to build. So this is me building the other 2 pockets that are supposed to be part of this album. Building away, folding, and then again putting the glue on the notched tab there. Perfect. Perfect. Now I'm fiddling with it. I'm making sure that it's all lined up. I'm watching, what was I watching? It wasn't Friends. Oh, it was Big Bang Theory. Watching Big Bang Theory in its last season. I noticed when I was measuring right there that her album was going to be a little bit longer than mine, so I need to extend the paper that I'm using. I need to use a longer sheet of paper. So here I am just building the rest of these hinges to see what the album is going to look like in its entirety. Did I build 2 boxes that quick? I guess I did. Because I didn't do any cutting out. I mean, obviously this is sped up, but I didn't cut out anything. So I guess I'm building everything on camera. Great. So I'm just smoothing this out and then placing the next one on top. Again, I wanted to see what it was going to look like if I hinged 1/2 inch gussets, and it really was just too much. Watching Big Bang Theory, you see me? I stopped to watch the TV for a second. I don't love this. I'm looking at it, I'm like, no. But I do like the way it opens. Yeah, no. So, I'm looking at the box, looking how that fits. It's all working out. Looking at it again, and I don't like it. So we're just going to pull the gussets out. Pulling them right out. Prototype, no worries. Now I'm going to come back with what I think would be a better option for this mini album. I think I want to do 1/8 inch gussets because I'm just not going to put 1/2 inch worth of decoration in this. I think I'm going to put the largest decorations and stuff in the box that I'm going to stuff with stuff. So we shall see. So here I'm just using my ruler to fold over to make sure that I have an 1/8 inch gusset right there. 1/8 inch gussets are hard to fold without a ruler, in my opinion. I need to make up my mind with whether or not I want to use 65-pound cardstock right here, if I want to use Tyvek, T-Y-V as in Victor, E-K, or if I want to use a mixture of cardstock and Tyvek. Do I want to do 110-pound? Do I want to do 65-pound? Or do I want to do Tyvek by itself? Or do I want to do Tyvek and cardstock? Oh, the options. I was thinking about that in the library this morning as I was, you guys get it at the library? That's where I do my best thinking. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I've got to think about that some more. But I'm going to build that album today. So, I don't know. And yes, these are just prototypes. So yes, I'm just grabbing scrap pieces of paper. The actual boxes and the drawers that go inside are all made out of 110-pound cardstock. I like it. It was sturdy. It feels right. I feel good about it. So I just continue to fold and glue them together. Gluing it together. And here's the last one. Her envelope has 4. Mine are going to have 4 too. Again, I'm not trying to truly change her design. I'm just trying to put a little couture to it. Again, I think that swaps are where you show off who you are, your personality, your take on whatever it is you're swapping. I am very excited to decorate this. I do not know what I'm going to be doing yet, but doesn't it sound fun? So I'm checking to see how it opens, how it lays, where the tension is going to be, what it's going to look like as we're opening it. And the way that I was just opening it is how people traditionally open mini albums. I don't want that. I'm going to change mine even more and have you opening it while it's facing you, since it's drawers. You know, let's do something different. God forbid I do something normal. I'm just a weirdo and I'm okay with it. So this is the direction that it's going to open. Like that. Not like that. So I thought about it some more and decided, let me actually see what her album looks like if I were to do it the same way that she did it, without any alterations by me. Wow. I am recording this outside and I just almost saw an accident. So it was scored down the middle, and the same thing on the sides. And we're doing the same thing. We're just adding a little bit of glue and pinching and gluing and pinching. Now, I'm grabbing some hinges again, and this is going to be with her half-inch gusset. Half-inch gusset. Again, so this is me building her version of her album without any alterations. I just want to see what mine looks like in comparison, make sure that I'm not altering it too much. Just checking. So this uses 3 hinges. I'm doing the same thing I did before. Adding a little glue. And gluing them all down. Now with her album, the hinge side is a lot shorter than the other side. And so it kind of slopes down toward the back. And for I just want to really be able to put stuff in the album, and it feels weird. It feels like the stuff is going to fall out, or I don't know. Just adding my own touch to her stuff. That's all. So I'm looking at it, squeezing it, putting it down, and we'll add that last envelope. You guys check out this envelope though. This is definitely the kind of envelope that you can add to one of your albums and have a little expanding pocket. Pretty cool. This is why I like to make other people's patterns and then take it and put your own spin on it. You never know, it'll make your brain think in a different way. So this is hers, and I look at it from the front, and from the front it's the same size as it is in the as mine, but the back slopes down. And so that means that I would have to do some kind of closure or something, and I'm thinking, I think I like my idea. So from the front it's the same. It just looks different, just a little bit different, just a touch. But I know that I need to increase the real estate a little bit because hers is longer than mine. All right, guys, that's where I'm at. Thanks for hanging with me.